only like the hardcore people really do, like half the people who write the features for it. So, but
Yeah.
I mean, like when I play Metal Gear Solid 2, I love deep stories in games, but I get so lost in Metal Gear Solid 2. It's like wasn't
Well,
needed.
yeah.
I mean, like I know if I
I
say
I think
this,
he didn't have anybody to pull him back from the brink, man. He didn't have anybody to say to him, and I would have said it to him too.
I mean, like if I say
Yeah.
this, I know everyone's gonna hate me now, but Metal Gear Solid 2, the story is not that great. I'm gonna say it. And I know
Why
Ryan's
is that a
gonna.
controversial statement?
It will be. Trust
It's a
me.
hot button.
It's
Well, I
the
guess
hot
people are
button.
really going to hate me
Some
because
people go for
some of
that
the.
kind of stuff. I mean, different strokes for different folks.
Well,
Well,
it seems to me I've talked a lot of shit about Metal Gear Solid 2.
no, but you say a lot of good things about Snatcher, and
Yeah, I mean, um, I don't
it's
know, Talking Hand. I don't know. I mean,
there's just a Metal Gear Solid 2. There's so much in there that didn't need to be in there. It
what was I
didn't.
reading? I was reading an interesting article about how the world of Metal Gear Solid went from being something which had its roots in a reality to being just like,
Fantasy.
way off in Fantasyland. I mean, Revolver Ocelot, man. I mean, he was supposed to be, they were grounded in reality. Those characters, they weren't.
Like Vamp.
Even Psycho Mantis was justifying his psychic abilities by saying that that it had a founding in science. That KGB agents had researched this and blah 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 blah. So it was all supposed to have one foot very firmly in reality.
Yeah, I mean, and not just
Very
that.
firmly, yeah.
Mantis even proved his psychic abilities, supposed psychic abilities to you through moving the controller and reading your memory card. It
Well,
was
yeah, that was just
much more real.
trying to blow the player's mind.
And in Metal Gear Solid 2, there's nothing like that. Vamp is he runs around. The explanation for Vamp as of now, before Metal Gear Solid 4 comes out, is that a crucifix got stuck into him and he got stuck underneath a crumbled church and he had to feed on the blood of his family. That's the only explanation they give you. It's
What?
like
What? I don't even understand that. I don't know.
I explained it the best I could. I'm just That's just the explanation for it. Fortune, through the whole game, they explain it that she has no abilities whatsoever. Fortune's a character that never gets shot. No one can shoot her. Bullets fly around her. Then Ocelot comes out and says, it's because we didn't want you to get shot. We have a special piece of technology on you that doesn't let you get shot.
Well,
And right after that, after she gets shot and, in the chest, she deflects missiles without this special technology.
They could have turned it. They could have just turned it back on.
Yeah, I think it's just been like, oh, I kind of thought that too. But I mean, after that part, everyone's just like, oh, she has psychic
so
abilities.
let me ask you guys a question.
Yeah.
Has Metal Gear jumped the shark? Or conversely, when did it jump the shark?
I like Metal Gear Solid still. I think the story in 3 was pretty good. I thought the story in 2
Three
was
felt dumbed
crazy.
down.
Yeah,
Is
3
it
is
time
really
for a
dumbed down.
sidekick? I mean, other shows
Oh,
that
they
jump the
they
shark.
gave him a sidekick. For
I got a
four.
great idea. I got a great idea. Bring in Metal Gear Solid. Bring in Metal Gear as a sidekick.
They did for 4.
Oh, they did. Oh,
Yeah, Mark II is a character in 4.
I'm like, I'm like Michael Myers from Austin Powers.
Yeah. Trust me.
We'll we'll have the king, the Prince of Wales, cheat on his wife, and that already happened. Okay.
Well, I mean, it's like, come on, Metal Gear Solid 2 is way too out there, I think. I mean, I love Metal Gear Solid. I love Metal Gear Solid 1, Metal Gear Solid 3. Metal Gear Solid 2 is a game that has me stumped. I'm
Well, come
stumped.
on. He couldn't make the judgment that the reason people liked Metal Gear Solid was because of Snake. That was so hard to figure out.
And
That
then
bringing in Raiden was going to be a mistake.
I
This
think
gay-looking guy who nobody wants to. What? Am I the only one saying this? I'm
Well,
sorry.
he went
but,
over well in Japan, though, didn't he?
yeah, he kind of well in Japan.
From what I understand, the first Metal Gear
maybe.
Solid didn't do well in Japan,
I don't know. I don't know.
but Raiden is extremely popular over there.
Not
Is that
so,
right?
not so much in
Yeah.
Europe and America though. Most
Well,
people
he's
are-
a Bishonen, so
yeah, they
He's a
like
what?
girly guys over there in
Yeah.
Japan.
No.
guess.
Oh, what
I
did
mean,
you say?
in a country that publicizes
what
Gact and turns him into an
Did you say
idol.
Bishonan? Did you say Bishonan?
Yeah,
Well, I
some-
pronounced it wrong, but yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay, Bishonan. Yeah. Yeah.
girly men,
Yeah.
beautiful guys is what they're.
Well, we have those now here, right? The what are they called? metrosexuals or something. No, I mean, isn't this the same thing?
Yeah,
It's
like
kind of,
Tom
yeah,
Cruise, Leonardo DiCaprio.
yeah, it's kind of the same thing.
Everyone thinks they're gay, and they admit that they're not gay. They're completely straight. Those kind of guys, right? The guys that are girly, they care so much about their looks. It's kind of like
Yeah,
the same with Raiden. You got the president of the United
yeah,
States manhandling him, and it's just like, oh my gosh, you're a girl, you know?
yeah.
I mean, a guy. My bad, a guy. And there's a Freudian slip there for you, Ryan. And it's like that didn't need to happen. I mean, come on. But I mean, they really poke fun at Raiden in Metal Gear Solid 3. They do.
You can kind of look at it as a wink to the players, like, yeah, we know what we're doing.
One of the actresses, I can't remember who it was on Metal Gear, was a an actress from a soap opera that I watched when I was a kid.
Hold on. Let me
And
think.
it's hard for me to remember now because they all used fake names. Um,
I'm thinking of all she was female.
she's Hispanic, I believe, and she has long, straight, black hair. And she might have been. Who did she play? She might have been the Doctor, actually. Come to think of it, I can't think who else she would have been.
There's Natasha. There's Naomi. There's
And maybe.
Melee.
Oh, you know what? Maybe she was. She might have been Sniper Wolf, actually.
Yeah, she has that Hispanic kind of sounding voice.
Yeah, it might have been Sniper Wolf.
She's supposed to be I forget her nationality. I just played this game the other night. But yeah,
Has anyone ever seen? You know what I would love to see? I understand you can see my ghost in the Sniper Wolf scene.
really?
The transparent ghost thing, right?
Yeah.
I've never seen the pictures. So if anybody listening to this podcast wants to get a picture of my ghost, I understand if you take a picture at the corpse of Sniper Wolf, you can see it. But I've never seen the picture, and we really love to.
We got crazy guys who'll have it in first minute it's posted. Yeah. Oh man, we're at an hour and 30 minutes. We got it like a
Okay.
couple more minutes.
Well, this has been a lot of fun, you guys. If there's any other burning questions,
yeah, we got
um,
a few more. Oh,
all right.
it's about police knots. We
Yeah.
know at no point you had no involvement in translating it. We're not.
That's right.
Yeah, we're not known. It's funny because when we posted this news article, everyone's like, "Tell us why he didn't bring police knots over. We want to know." One guy's like,
Me?
"Yeah, they're like, why didn't he bring it over? Where's my police knots?" And we got guys who have never played or beaten police knots. They say it's their favorite game, and they have it in their signature in their avatar. They're like, "Yeah, I love police knots."
Yeah. Well,
It's
I don't know.
genius. I
It
blame
looks
it on
great.
Jeremy Blaustein for not bringing
What?
it over.
Blame it on me? Jesus Christ! What?
No, they never said that. They're just some guys are like, "Tell him to
I
bring
remember-
it over now."
Even when I was at Konami, there was those who wanted to do it. There was those in America who were, sending letters. It was a very important work for Kojima, and
Somebody lost their job over trying to get it to the U.S. That's all I know.
is that right?
Yeah.
It wasn't me, and I never. I mean, I would never have had any way of getting. Those decisions were made based on economics, and it certainly wasn't helped by the fact that Snatcher sold 367, versions. I'm sure that didn't help.
Yeah.
People knew it was very, and as I understand it, Police Knots was very wordy. People
Oh,
didn't
yeah.
have
Uh,
people didn't have the experience of translating hundreds of thousands of words back then and handling 4 hours of video. I mean, it wasn't done.
Yeah,
So,
Mark, the guy
It
who
would have been a
translated
huge. Yeah, it just would have been a huge thing, and nobody felt that they were going to see enough sales from it. So that's all.
He's got a printout of the entire script translated, and
Police Knots, yeah.
it's like a
Who
3-inch
translated
thick
it?
stack of paper.
Well, who translated this thing?
Mark Laidlaw. He's one of the guys who works at Junker HQ, and he helps out on the site here. And
I see.
he pretty much did all the legwork of the translation himself.
Wow. Well, he'll never get those 6 months back again.
hell, it was
Or
3
a year
months.
or whatever. I mean, I don't know how long it took, but
I mean,
I'm
it's
sure
a
it was
wordy
quite.
game, but
To Mark, I say, "Otsukare-sama deshita."
what?
It means, honorable hard work.
Ah,